Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we have seen about the multiple Vue app instances we have seen. So how to share the data between the two app instances we have seen, right? Now in this video, what we will try to see is we will try to see another important concept that is nothing but refs. What is this ref? Ref is nothing but the reference. So how we can catch the HTML reference of the element in the Vue.js? Let's see in this video. So before continuing to this video, if you are coming first time to here, please do support me by subscribing to my channel so that I will be posting more and more latest development courses and all the front-end development courses I will try to post. Okay. So now in this video, what you will try to see is now let's say I will show you an example. Okay. So this is the app2 instance and this is the app1 instance, right? So let's try to write in the app1 instance. Okay. So I'm taking only one app instance. Now here I have a div and here I am having one input element. Okay. Input type is equal to text. And here I will be having one button set text or something like this. Okay. Now here what I will try to do is @input is equal to change text or something like that. Okay. I will be having some method change text. What I will try to do here, I will write text of type empty. Okay. And here I will show text message or something like this. Okay. Two variables I am having. And what I will try to do here, we are having change text or the method we have written, right? Okay. Or otherwise, yeah, we can write like, yeah. So change text is the method and we will take the event here. And what I will try to do here is dot text is equal to event dot target dot value. Okay. So this is the message what I will be trying to do. And I will try to text message. Okay. And here I will be below this button, I will write one div and I will write text message. Okay. And my requirement is here, if you see my requirement, okay, if I refresh here. Now when I write some value here, okay, when I write some value in the input text box and if I click on button, I need to display the message what I have written in the text box below here. We have already did this type of scenario. So that is the reason I am not explaining to you more. So now what is the thing, what is the scenario we're doing? So here input type text and @input. So whenever we are for every keystroke, we are taking the data and we are pasting it in the, we are assigning it to the text variable. And now here when the user clicks on the button, okay, the red click is equal to set text or something like this. I have used the method. Okay. Now here what I can do, here I can, oh sorry, we are writing in the app2, right? So let's copy here, paste it in the app1. Here let's copy this one. Okay. And let's write in the methods and here I will writing set text and here I can write that this dot text message is equal to this dot text. Okay, so this is the this is the thing what I can write. Now here output what I can try to see is, so if I refresh this one and if I try to enter, if I click here, I'm able to see the down the message what I have written in the input text box in the down. So okay, as soon as I press the button. Now here what is happening here is, if you observe, so for every keystroke I am taking the value. Okay, if you want you can write directly v-model also. V-model is also one and the same only. So you can write v-model is equal to, I need to assign the directly the variable name text. But what we have did input means, so we are writing a method and here we are assigning like, so text we will be assigning. So one and the same only. So that means for using the input event or the v-model binding, so what we are doing, what we are trying to do, we are trying to take the data what is written in the input box. Okay, we are trying to take the data for every keystroke. We are trying to take the data from the input box and we are assigning to the variable text by the variable name text. And as soon as after clicking the button, okay, then we are assigning that one to the text message. Okay, then we are assigning it to the text message. The whatever the value present in the text, we are assigning it to the text message. Right. This is the scenario what we are doing right now. So that means For every keystroke, we are trying to get the data from the input box and we are assigning to one variable. Okay. So by assigning to that variable, we can't do, we will be not doing anything. Okay. There is no, we will not do until and unless the user clicks on the button only, we are doing this, we are showing the message. So that means, so there is no need for us to take all the time the message for every keystroke, the data in the input box. There is no need for us. Whenever the user clicks on the button only, then we need to take the, then we can take the input box from the, what I can say, from the input box, we can take the data from the input box, then and we can assign it to the text message, right? The variable text message we can assign. But here, how we can achieve this one? Okay, so this is the scenario. So for every v model or input means for every keystroke, it will take the value and it will assign it here. But now, when the user clicks on the button only, then I will take the value, whatever the data present in the input, and I can show it in the down. So how we can achieve those type of scenario? Now here, how we can do is, we can remove this VIFN model. Okay, so Vue.js comes with a key value that is nothing but what I can say is ref. Okay, so this is then not an HTML. This is the special key element in the HTML, not in the HTML. So HTML doesn't understand about this one, doesn't know about this one, but Vue.js understands this one. Okay, so you'll be writing ref is equal to user text. Whatever the name you want, you can write it here. Okay, so we are giving some reference for this input variable. Not only for the input, you can give it for the div element, for the HTML element, whatever the HTML element you have, you can give this ref is equal to user text. Okay, so just like what I can say is in Angular, we'll be having the view child concept, right? So in the same scenario, it will be something like that only, the same. Now what I can do is, I can take this ref is equal to user text. Okay, now I need to access this input variable. When I want to access this input variable, when the user clicks on this button, take the access of this HTML variable, okay, HTML input element, and take the value what is there in that input element and assign it to the text message. Okay, when the user clicks on this, until and unless user doesn't clicks on this button, doesn't do anything. So when the user clicks on this button only, take the data from the input variable and assign it to the text message. We can do, right? So now how we can capture this ref thing? Okay, now in the app.js, so there is no need for this change text and there is no need for this text variable, some intermediate variable also there is no need. So now in this text message, okay, I can write console.log. So you will be having how we can access the ref variables using this dot dollar refs. Okay, so now let's try to print this console.log this dot dollar refs. Now if I try to inspect the element, okay, if I try to console here, if I click here and if I refresh this page and if I click here, you'll be able to see that here the proxy and you will be able to see the user text. Okay, so whatever the refs you are having in the HTML, you will be having all those things as a keys in the refs. So this one you will be having that as a key. So that means dot user text. I can take this one as user text. This name should be matched with the this name. Okay, now let's try to refresh this one and I will do the set text here. Now I got the input element. See, so whatever the input element that ref is referring to, we are having that input element here. Now in our, this is then vanilla JavaScript element only. Okay, if you want to know this object, so what we can do is here I can write console.dir. Okay, and I can check the same output. Okay, if I refresh this one and if I click here, see, I'm able to get the object. Okay, vanilla JavaScript object. So if you want to get the value of that one, so you can get directly here, you will be able to see value you will be able to have. So all the vanilla JavaScript data, so you will be able to have value here. Now what I can do, this dot, so I can assign directly this dot text message is equal to this dot dollar refs dot, what is that one, user text dot value. I can use directly. So this is the vanilla JavaScript element. Okay, now what I can do here, I can refresh this one down. So now we are not, until unless user clicks on this button, so now I am able to get the data and I am showing. So this is how we can use the refs in the Vue.js in order to access the HTML element in the Vue.js app. Okay, so this is how it will be same like the hash f hash form we will be using in the ng form hash f or hash something like that we will be using, right, in the Angular. So we can capture that one using the view child. Same scenario we will be using here. The ref concept is there in the. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.